Have you ever wondered in life why there's certain things that haven't been prospering? Today I'm going to just briefly go over Psalm chapter 1 and give a little commentary. And guys, I'm by no means a biblical expert, okay? I am an unworthy servant, a follower of Jesus Christ. I do my best. I fall short often. So please test what I say by the word, test what I say by the Bible. And for those of you who may hear this who don't believe or come from a different faith background, I still encourage you to look into this stuff and apply these biblical principles to your life, because I guarantee it'll change your life for the better. Not only for yourself, but for other people. And it might not happen overnight, but I've been applying biblical principles since I gave my life to the Lord back in 2020. And every single area that I've applied His principles has greatly improved. So I'm going to read Psalm chapter 1. Okay, Psalms is one of my favorite books in the Bible. It's the second book out of the 4 books of wisdom literature in the Old Testament. You got Job, Psalms, Proverbs, and Ecclesiastes. A lot of Psalms is written by King David himself, a great man of God. So let me get started with Psalms and we'll break it down a little bit. So Psalm chapter 1 goes, "Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seat of scoffers. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night. He is like a tree planted by streams of water, that yields its fruit in its season, and its leaf does not wither. In all that he does, he prospers. The wicked are not so, but are like a chaff that the wind drives away. Therefore the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knows the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked will perish." Now that's just full of stuff. It's full of wisdom. One of the things that I get out of that particular chapter is be careful who you keep company with. And I know I'm going to hear, well, Jesus sat down, he ate with sinners and prostitutes. It's true. Jesus did do that. But Jesus also said that, the righteous don't need a doctor, but the people that are sick need a doctor. So Jesus doesn't want you to stay in those ways because he knows those ways are detrimental. This means if you were to take advice, advice from people who are in a destructive lifestyle or continue to hang out with them. There's that famous quote that says, if you hang out with 5 smokers, you become the 6th. So I think it's very, very important to separate yourself with people that are looking to grow in all aspects of life, because we go down to verse number 3. It says, he is like a tree planted by the streams of water that yields its fruit in its season. And all that he does, he prospers. So I ask you to look into your life and to take honest self-assessment and just to be real, because I'll say in my life there's stuff that's not prospering, and it's likely because I'm not applying godly principles to those areas of my life, or I'm just neglecting them altogether, because whatever we don't focus on or give attention to will atrophy, right? If I don't go to the gym, and I take a year off, I don't stay the same. I don't stay as strong. I atrophy. I get worse. Anything left to itself gets worse. If I don't go out and cut the grass, or hire somebody to cut the grass, it grows and it gets out of hand. If we don't bring maintenance to certain things, if we don't have people in the trades, plumbers, or people that do welding, or people that build buildings or maintain buildings, it's going to revert to chaos. Those buildings will collapse. It'll take years. The plumbing will break down, pipes will burst. So stuff needs maintenance. Stuff needs continuous work, and walking righteous takes work. To shake off and to forsake your old ways, it takes time. And I truly believe that there's a sanctification process, that God respects the step-down method. If you're addicted to smoking cigarettes and you smoke 10 a day, do your best to reduce it to 5. And it's a work in progress. If you slip up and make a mistake, it's not the end of the world. But if there's certain areas of your life right now that aren't prospering, maybe you need to change scenery. Maybe there's people that are holding you back. Maybe you fall under one of the wicked, that you're the friend that's holding people back, and you need to say, wait a minute, I need to change how I am. I don't know what it is, but like it says in chapter 3, in all that he does, he prospers. So today I ask you, look at your life. What in your life is not prospering? Why is it not prospering? Am I avoiding it? Am I making the wrong decisions? And change it. And I pray that God gives you the strength and the courage to change it. Anyways, guys, appreciate you for listening. And please implement one thing and take an honest self-assessment of where you are now, and then 3 months from now, see if there's areas in your life that are now prospering because you've decided to put your focus and intention into changing that. God bless you guys. This is Coach with Dulce. We'll see you next time.